Yo.
There we are, boys. Another episode. That's what I'm talking about.
Number 3, right?
Number 3.
Number how many shots of espresso is in?
I don't know, man. I took a
Three.
Oh, jeez.
I took a drink of that one and I slurped it down as quick as I could. And I was like, wow, my neck feels odd. I was like all up in here. I'm like, oh, am I having a stroke here?
Then again, to be fair, like
You have neck issues all the time.
I don't know how did
Or no,
you
you don't. It's all
how did you
flexible.
survive the couple of months that we were working out with Eli? Because I remember before, like you would work out and you'd be like, I feel like I'm dying.
Yeah.
So and then he put us through the ringer.
You did
Like,
too.
Yeah, well, you remember he collapsed walking down the stairs once.
I do
Yeah,
remember that.
I
That
did.
was-
My
Let's not
legs
forget.
completely
Let's
gave
not
out.
forget that you fucking fell all the way down the stairs
Yeah.
after leg day once.
well, to be fair, Eli, leg day was every day.
Yeah, it's true. That's very true.
Leg day every day.
I tell these guys that we're working out, well, we're not going to do too many legs today. Just power
just-
bomb
Yeah,
legs.
we're just gonna go run for 5 miles. No legs today, though.
Oh, dude, and my fat hind end was just out there like
It was rough, dude.
dying.
Not gonna lie to you. I was like,
I would probably
oh,
knock my teeth out with my
sweet
chesticles.
Jesus.
You get your nipple stuck in your tooth.
Get the,
God dang it.
Well, but see, here's the thing: you got to stop wearing them tassels. That's what you got to.
Yeah,
Big old freaking nipple tassels.
you're wearing those tassels when you're out there in the dead heat of summer.
Yeah.
Just slip right off my
God.
nipple.
I could totally feel those freaking espresso shotters
Yeah.
Did you drink that whole thing?
gone.
Hey!
I was like,
That's what always happens with me too. I that down.
Super Saiyan.
Yeah, bro, I warned you.
you did too.
I told you not to do that.
Oh god.
Yeah, that's kind of
So, there was like little chunks of like chocolate in there. Was that the mint? It's gone now.
I don't know.
There was
Yeah,
like
probably.
chocolate in there.
Probably the mint. Yeah.
chocolate.
Chocolate, minty.
Chocolate. I like chocolates.
Oh god.
I'm gonna make.
I don't
a
like
couple-
dark chocolates.
I'm gonna make a couple chocolates later. To tell you what.
Hershey Kisses.
Yeah, a couple Hershey Kisses, Upper Deckers.
No, dude, what you upper decker your own toilet?
Yeah, boy. You know what I'm talking about.
Spraying it, dude. Spraying it all over.
I call the plumber. They're like, someone left an Upper Decker. I'm like,
Who's that?
I'm the only one who lives here.
Dude, like your upper decker on your own commode.
It'd be like that Ed Bassmaster when he comes out dressed up different guys other people are working on.
Yeah, dude. I heard crocodiles when they eat like bones, like straight bones, they eat gravel to help digest the food.
That makes sense. Because do they have a gizzard like a bird does?
I don't know.
Because I know that's how like birds, if they eat something like that, that's why they have
That was
they'll
out
eat
the
rocks.
blue, wasn't
I mean, it makes sense though.
it? You guys were talking about upper decker. I'm like, yeah, I heard some crocodiles eat.
And
Like
Bino
bones and stuff
asked
like
if
that.
they have
Yeah.
gizzards. Like,
Because I'm
like
not.
a chicken gizzard?
Well, because I'm not. Or, no, well, so chickens generally have that so that if they eat rocks, if they can use that to basically break down stuff that they couldn't eat otherwise.
Yeah, that's what they do. They eat rocks to break down that stuff that like straight.
But I'm wondering, like, how do you pass that?
Yeah, it's rock.
Like,
Oh,
how do you
dude,
get
their
that out
holes
of
are
your
that big.
Probably.
Right.
I don't know if crocodiles' holes are that big.
Well, I know
Oh,
they
yeah, I
stretch.
guarantee they are.
Think about it, right?
There's probably a slit and then its hole is like that
It expands that wide, just like
Like
your body length. Like,
big. I'm gonna be googling that.
I ain't
one.
never seen gator poo, so I don't even know.
Ugh, I bet it's.
I would have
gross.
to. I mean,
That's
I bet they
disgusting.
crap in the water though.
Oh,
It's
guaranteed.
probably.
They're probably just freaking. There's probably when you're swimming in the freaking
Yeah.
gator ponds, you're swimming in gator
and
poo.
especially your entire freaking like diet consists off of meat, so you have to be. They're probably just freaking like just
spray.
streams
There's a
of
bunch
freaking.
of swamp
Disgusting.
bands.
It is
we've
vile.
been messing with these ravens around the house, trying to get them to like land on us.
Yeah.
We're calling them, and they're showing up. And they left Abe a gift in the water thing.
Yeah, it was very weird. It was like this, like a
They'll
tail
leave you gifts.
of like a crawdad,
It was all
but it was like
weird.
It was like very like rotting and like waterlogged and nasty.
Hell yeah.
Like it's probably been
Sitting
like
in
sitting
the-
there rotting for a while.
Did you eat it?
No, because then I came back to go show Sam that the same day. I was like, "Hey, dude, come check this
Will
out."
not
And it was
appreciate a good gift.
completely gone. I was like,
They came back and got that.
It sounds like
they
when
took their gift back.
I used.
yeah,
I
'cause
had.
you weren't eating it.
I had
Yeah,
this
'cause we didn't
dog
like
that would. It was the weirdest thing. He would like go outside and he would go and catch mice, but then he would lick them to death And so you get these bald little mice that he literally would lick them clean of hair.
That's a
And then
psychopath.
he would, I know this dog was crazy, because then he would do it with multiples, and he would leave them in an almost perfectly straight line, like
yeah.
leave like 4 or 5 of them out, and he'd be like, hey,
Whoa.
he's like, I did a good job. And I'm like, the hell
You
is
got
wrong
yourself
with
a
this
Jeffrey
thing?
Dahmer.
Straight mice lined up.
I mean, but then again, if you think about it, right? I mean, figure dogs. All dogs came from wolves,
Yeah,
so
all
it's.
dogs go to heaven.
Yeah.
Guys remember that show?
You remember that movie? That was such a weird movie.
I loved it.
I did too.
I'd be like,
Like-
sitting there like,
You remember Cat Satan?
huh?
There was a Cat Satan in that movie.
Was there?
Yeah, at the end of the movie,
Yeah.
they took the. And it's weird because it's one of those things where. Because I watched it with my kids not that long ago, and it was like I don't remember so much of this. And then
Right.
I was watching it, and then at the end, I'm like, wait a minute. All dogs don't go to heaven because the one like crime boss dog, the
Yeah.
big fat one, he goes to hell.
Yeah.
He goes to cat hell or
Yeah, you
whatever.
went to straight hell, dude.
Yeah. So
You guys
I'm
remember
like,
Five
He
of Those
deserved it,
West?
though.
Yeah, if I was go.
oh yeah, that was a good
That
one.
was a messed up one too, because mice getting killed by cats.
Yeah.
And it's like, wow, that's a really crappy life.
Yeah, you know what?
Running from
Some of
cats
those
or
movies
what?
are messed up because they're just like straight up like talking about satanic stuff. Those old cartoons and stuff.
Oh, yeah,
It's like
some
right
of
in
them
the
are-
show.
Well, yeah, you remember there was one. You guys, you guys might not remember this, but there was a movie called We're Back. From it was about it had dinosaurs that like came like they brought them back or whatever. But there was this weird like occult like background to it because there was this weird creepy old man who would do all these like rituals and stuff like that. And I guess that's like. I can't remember if that's how they got back from obviously the previous era or not, but it was such a weird like watching it again, you're like, man, there's some weird undertones to this stuff. And you're like,
A lot of those had like them old ones,
All
man.
right. I got something for you guys to try though. So you take your pinky, put it out like this, right?
okay,
You take your pointer finger and put it like this, like this, right? And then now what you're gonna do is you're gonna switch. Oh, Jesus!
Oh,
Hold
no,
up
dude,
here.
those things
So it's
happen.
pinky out, pinky like this, and then you put this one in, put that out, and like that. So you go. Ooh.
Oh, you just gotta be doing it back and forth.
See, I don't really work that way, like, cause that's like that pulls some weird.
Gosh, it came with
I
it.
nailed it. Oh,
Like that pulls some.
Isn't
weird
that?
tendencies.
It's like a mind twist.
I got it. I got it. I got
Did
it.
you get it?
This one's much easier. It's my fretting hand.
Can you do it?
No,
Oh, let's see.
God, no, my fingers do not work that way.
Nah,
You almost had it there. Oh, you got that
Abe
one.
always with
See,
the
that
no,
one-
that's
that-
dumb.
Is it rough?
And you don't ever need to bring games like that up again.
Jesus,
We're not playing.
terrible.
We're not playing your games ever again.
we're gonna play.
It's a bad game.
That like pulls some weird old tendons.
It
was like
this
that-
pinky here hurts a little bit when I do it.
What was that thing he told us about the
We all
one
got
night
funky
that was
feet,
with
though.
the fingers? Remember there was another one like from like 6 or 7 months ago that you were. It was like God, whoa, I'm blanking on it now, but it was I think it was like like trying to touch your. That's what it was. It was
yeah.
the finger touch thing.
Oh
Like
can't-
like
I can't-
Abe always with the weird finger
yeah, I did
things.
that one. Like that one's like just not doing it.
I can do that one, but not that one. No.
Yeah, check out this video.
Yeah, check out this video.
I can do it with my toes.
Whoa,
Is that
is that a snake?
Yeah.
Oh, flying snakes now. We got flying snakes, jumping snakes.
Thing. Well, yeah.
Federal Bureau of Investigation, what was that? You're doing yard work around your house, you think a stick from the tree hits ya, it's an anaconda from the Everglades, doing some parkour off of the roof, bamboozling ya.
Whoa.
His Farm Bureau.
The Area 56, whatever you call it. What was that?
Well, you guys
I'm
are.
with him though.
Yeah.
What was
A
that?
jumping flying snake.
It jumped.
But that's the thing is they're not. That's not actually that uncommon. You guys
I
remember
can't
those
imagine.
black
I bet
snakes
it happens
from
all the time.
those black snakes from Kentucky that would drop.
yeah.
That would be up in the trees and would try to drop down on you. Yeah.
What a terrifying. Like you look back at some of them
He's like,
days.
Oh yeah.
Like wow, wasn't some because we're just a bunch of
Farm
dude from
Bureau.
the north.
Yeah.
Like
Dude,
poisonous.
I gotta stop speaking on these shows.
You're not
like
good
I've
at
got to stop.
You're not a good wordsmith.
I'm not. Like I'm like. Yeah, people like say that's my Daniel Cormier.
Daniel Cormier.
I'll
Dude,
never
we
let that
can't,
go.
dude, because it's start.
Hey, we all
It's gonna
die.
start affecting me. Okay,
Yeah, well,
and I'm taking it easy on this one. Go back and watch the
Can you
next
imagine
last
if he
two.
was a UFC announcer?
oh, dude, I'm terrible. They're like,
John Jones and Daniel Cormier.
like Conor McGregor,
Tom Googles.
and they'd be like, okay, let's get this guy off of here.
Let's fire him
You'd be like that
immediately.
first guy
Dude, I
up
think
on
you
the
just
UFC one.
overthink it.
Dude, that kept saying
Hey, I think you just
didn't say
overthink
nothing
What was that?
right.
No, it was that Chinese name.
Yeah.
Yoshi Takaman.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly how he
it.
felt.
Tacoman.
That's
how he said
like
it. Dude,
Yoshi.
these tacos.
I call him Yoshi. Like Yoshi, like the
It
Yeah,
was
off
what was his name?
Mario.
though? It was
Yoshi
Takakashi.
Takaman.
No way I'm ever gonna
Takashi.
remember.
I don't
Yeah,
remember. either.
Takashi.
Was it
Takashi
Takashi?
6ix9ine?
No.
No, but I think it was Takashi something.
Yeah,
I think you were right.
Takashi 6ix9ine.
But the guy kept calling
In
him
the
like
UFC, are you sure?
Takechi and like
Yeah,
it's like
He's like, Tenshu?
yeah.
Kanchi?
You're just like
naming
Technimo?
all the
it's
PlayStation
like, just sound it out, bro. It's called phonetics. You might be a little bit off, but just you'll be close.
Just give her a shot in the old
That would
They
be
de-
me.
They definitely
when I
pick
was-
that up more and more as they went
Oh,
to
yeah.
UFC.
Yeah.
Because now,
Well, they
like,
got like people like wordsmiths like Joe Rogan. Like, he
And-
just get up there and like
and the one guy that's with him that's not a fighter or wasn't a fighter, he's pretty
he
good.
just lays it out there for everybody, bro. He just kills it.
This guy is the best in the world ever.
He's like ah! When they get knocked out, he's always grabbing people.
That is phenomenal. That might be the best head kick in the history of head kicks.
Dude, did you see him and Tyson Fury was freaking talking,
yeah.
beefing on freaking Joe because he said that if Tyson Fury and John Jones was put in a room by themselves, that freaking John Jones was going to be the one coming out. All his chips would be bet. He'd bet all.
I didn't even
black.
see that, but I heard Tyson Fury say something
Yeah,
about it.
now Tyson is bashing on Joe. I'm
Yeah.
like, uh-oh.
Okay,
Yeah, but Joe don't give a crap. He's just like
Joe
like,
Rogan was on
you're
a
like,
podcast,
oh yeah,
and he
sorry,
said
me and my
on the
millions.
podcast,
Like,
it was like they were talking about like the baddest man on the planet or whatever like that, and they were talking about Tyson Fury and then John Jones, and Joe was like, yeah, if they were in the room and it was like whoever was going to be coming out alive, he's like, Joe was like, I would bet all in black, like John Jones versus Tyson Fury.
Wouldn't
and
you guys-
Tyson Fury, I would. Like in a street fight.
But of course, Tyson Fury's going to take the fight.
Yeah.
Right.
But
I don't blame him for that
in
either.
a boxing ring, completely different.
Yeah, 100%.
Because like Tyson's gonna take that all
Well,
day
like,
long.
I mean, clearly we're seeing that. Like Jake Paul is fighting
Right, but-
UFC fighters and winning.
Yeah.
Right,
But when he
in a
fights an
room,
actual legitimate
all
boxer,
up
he
to that.
actually loses.
Yeah, Jones gonna freaking
John Jones,
probably take that.
if John Jones fights anybody in the octagon that comes as a boxer, he is going to eliminate them like
Oh, yeah.
that.
He's going to hold him down. He's going to lick the inside of their ear.
He's gonna lick them bald.
He's going to lick them
Just
bald.
like Venus.
Francis Ngannou.
Being a psychopathic dog. Did you name that thing Jeffrey Dahmer?
Francis Ngannou freaking tweeted out, said something like, there was a commercial on him saying he was the baddest man, and then John Jones replied back to it and was like, if you're he's like, the baddest man won't even too afraid to something.
I know, he said something about saying across the street.
And then Francis like, cross the street.
Yeah.
He said, go ahead and cross.
John's is
I'm
like, no, because
uh-oh.
I'm in the biggest MMA promotion in the history of the world. Why would I give up? That I think Francis made a huge mistake.
Going to boxing?
Not going to boxing. What he did, he just messed up in the UFC and was like, "Oh, pay me more." He didn't. He like gave him an ultimatum, and they were like, "You're not gonna give us an ultimatum."
No.
Like he could have got more money if he'd done it differently. But then they were like, "All right." They let Francis go. They're like, "You're not fighting for us no more." So Francis, he quit so he could go to boxing. He goes to boxing, and all the boxers are like, "No, you don't have any pool, like you
At all."
Yeah. So nobody wanted to box him. So now he's in ONE FC, which it's like people say there's more going on with ONE FC than UFC, but still at the end of the day, everybody watches UFC.
Dana White
That's
was
huge.
claiming
Yeah.
that the slapping competition numbers is breaking like UFC and boxing records. Like, yeah, and people are like, "Huh?
Dana White is going absolutely nuts, bro.
Hey, woman!"
I think he's just real into slapping nowadays.
He just loves slapping people. He's like, "Shut up!" Have you guys ever seen a commercial? It's like a Land Down Under guys.
Australians?
Yeah, Australians. And the guy, like, he was at a birthday.
It says Australians?
He was at a birthday party, and like somebody was mean to his kids. Hey, you! And he calls his kid. He smacks the kid, and the kid's dad comes on. And he just starts smacking kids. Cops.
I've seen that. So did you literally just ask about Australians by saying "land down under" guys? Though is that what you were
Yeah.
doing? All right, just make sure because you knew that though. You answered
I
it.
was just
I
like,
thought
telepathic?
I was just like, I think that's what he
Hell,
said.
bro.
Same freaking wavelengths.
gotta
I just had to say laying down arm, but I didn't know what they.
You gotta be out your mind.
Yeah, they were Australians.
Nobody ever said we were not crazy.
I love Beatles Australians.
Australians, like, yep, got my back.
The land down under guys. bro. You gotta try harder than that, man.
I'm like, are you talking about like the because that was the other thing is like for a split second my brain went to because we were talking about like kids animated stuff from like the 90s and I was sitting there thinking, are you talking about like the Rescuers Down Under or like
That was
you know
Ooh, the little mice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
with old John Candy as the seagull.
Yeah, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, that's one big seagull.
Yeah.
Hey man, let's not talk about John Candy
Not-
in
not
any
no
negative
more.
way.
That's one big single.
That sucker couldn't fly at all, though.
Let's not talk about John Candy in any negative way, okay? We're gonna keep this civil.
Trying to.
Okay.
Well, of course.
He's like,
Because John Candy's awesome.
He's the best.
no, not the best. Definitely not. Chris Farley. But that's just what I'm saying.
The best funny big guy.
Chris Farley. Easily.
Yeah,
Without a shadow
I'm
of a
gonna
doubt.
have to go. It's gonna have to. For me, it
It's
goes.
them two.
But here's the thing. I think what it's
It
gonna
goes
be.
Chris
It's gonna,
Farley,
it's gonna go
right?
right
Chris
back
Farley
to
here.
the.
And then
Candace Owens.
Dude, you're kidding me, right? John Candy's not way over there.
John Candy.
John Candy ain't that.
No, I'm kidding. They are two that but definitely because I grew up with
Well, yeah,
Chris
I
Farley
get-
over
that's
John Candy.
it's like the conversation we had about the goats the other day, like in different sports. I think
Yeah.
whatever was huge when you were coming
Yep.
up, you know.
100%.
So
100%.
Oh, it's definitely subjective. Because there's like my coach.
Well, I mean, dude, because those big people in there too. I mean, Jack Black kind of up in there too, right?
yeah, but I don't.
Yeah.
Funny old
He's
boy,
still
too.
He
alive.
is funny.
Yeah, he's funny. I don't
When he
think
passes,
he's
it might
funny
be
as
like
either
he's
of those
I don't
guys.
either.
But I
No, I don't
like.
think so either.
But I love him.
Yeah,
like
I
I
do.
love him to
Some
death.
people probably think he's that funny.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Some
guarantee,
people
like
definitely
people
do.
on here would have a different opinion than what we have.
Yeah, but no, for like my coach, who's older, like John Candy's everything for him. Like he watches
Planes,
Planes, Trains, everything.
Rodney.
Every Thanksgiving, Planes,
Rodney,
Trains.
That's my Thanksgiving
Rodney
movie.
Dangerfield.
Rodney.
Is
Yep.
that the line?
Dangerfield, that's what we're
That's
saying.
It's
what we'll
John
call
Candy
him.
in the line.
Rodney Dangerfield. I know I say names sometimes. I'm like, uh-oh! Didn't mean to do that.
First names are fine though.
Yeah, they are because they don't know. But I'm just saying, Rodney Dangerfield. Look him up.
Yeah, dude, he's awesome.
Yeah.
Rodney? Dangerfield?
Yes.
Yes.
That's what we're
I've
talking
watched like clips. I've never went back and like watched a lot of his old stuff like back in the day, but I've watched clips.
There's a
and
few of
stuff.
his movies like
What'd he do?
like Caddyshack. He did stand up.
movies and stand up.
Stand up is like how he kind of started, and he got into.
I thought he
movies.
got in a lot of danger in the field.
Well, he was a
saying.
crazy man as
He
far
was.
as that goes.
He was
like,
like
yeah.
mine.
because there was a bunch of times where apparently he would go like on stage because he would do the on stage in the robe,
Yeah.
like, and he would just
He was
like his
completely
robe would,
naked.
his robe would just fall open in the middle of the show and just like
Wiener out.
it was a different time. You can't do that stuff
Nowadays,
nowadays.
a cop will tase you right
Got
in
it.
the dick.
Got it. Got it. Got it.
Do it.
Got it.
There you go.
I don't know if I did actually. We'll see it. Check this video out here.
That's the theme of this one. Is check this video out.
John Candy.
Hit his face.
Yeah.
He's the best video game streamer there is.
How's it feel? Huh? To suck. How's it feel to suck? Huh? You're like.
He goes, how does it feel? How does it feel to suck?
Dude, he's so funny.
Dude, I love that.
And that
guy.
dude really is like 6'8",
Yeah.
Yeah.
and everybody thought he was BS.
Oh, freaking
And then
Dr.
he showed up to they're
Disrespect.
like, no. He pulls up in his Lambo
Yep.
from playing games.
Yeah.
In his Lamborghini.
Yeah.
That's the thing is it's like some
Diablo.
it's a different world nowadays.
Yeah.
You know, as far as like
different
what you can make money in so many different ways.
That kind of money.
Oh yeah,
House,
crazy.
his
as
house,
hell.
Yeah.
that Lamborghini is like,
I was
We
literally
did step by step, and I was like, "What's that show?" It says like step by step.
oh yeah.
We were
was
different
watching
world.
this one.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Why do I do that when I? That's Axl Rose today.
That's
Straight
how he
up.
sounds.
Yeah, you think? Like, whoa!
And Vince Neil. Vince Neil's even
Oh,
worse.
I think he's even worse.
Yeah.
Who?
He's got all
Vince
that.
Neil.
He's got all
Oh,
that.
yeah.
He's got all that fat packed around his lungs.
Yes.
And he gets some wind. He's like,
But Motley Crue's done now, aren't they?
no, they're still
No,
playing.
are
Dude.
they still doing it?
They got John 5 playing guitar for him now.
John Five has replaced every guitar player in the world.
It's true.
In every
At some
band.
point.
When you're that, when you're
Jack
that,
Weld's out. Get John Five.
Who's got John Five's number? Call his clone.
that's the thing. You get
He's got
that
7. He's like, call me John Five because there's 5 of
lose
us.
their guitar player, and John 5's that good.
He's
They're
like,
gonna
yo,
replace him.
he's just like, paychecks where I go.
Yep.
Yeah.
I would.
Yep.
At
I
that
guess
rate,
I
I'd
seen
do
a
it.
new thing. Rob Zombie was like, actually kind of pissed at him over that. Like he hasn't been replying back to him because he joined crew and like kind of had to leave zombie
Rabbit.
for a while.
Rabbit's
Yeah.
gone.
But I'm like, that sucks that they had to leave.
You guys
at
remember
that
that song
time.
he did?
Yeah.
UFO. Bradley
Oh,
Schultz.
Everybody fucking in the UFO.
That one is
Yeah,
hilarious.
yeah. I love, dude. Astro Creep 2000. I mean,
I do love me some Rob
dude,
Zombie.
that album is so good. Well, that's what.
Everybody in the world's like.
Because you can't not listen to that. So like you hear that.
If my head doesn't, my wiener starts head.
That whole album is like this.
Yeah.
You just kind of get stuck in this trance listening to Astro Creep. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, guys, Astro Creep on. I can't stop.
It's a compulsion.
Like, it's such a freaking groovy
Oh yeah.
groove album.
Yeah, you got some groovits.
They will groove you.
Yeah, they used to groove you.
Not no more.
No, White Zombie's been done for a while.
Well yeah.
Well, like, is Rob Zombie good?
Yeah. I
What
like,
about Brown
he has some
Zombie?
good albums for sure. I like some Rob.
I've had one of
solo
those.
stuff.
Isn't every turd that you let out, it's a zombie. It's dead, right? It's not
Yeah.
alive.
Well yeah. I would imagine.
No,
I mean, because it's all.
Brown
A bunch of like dead skin and stuff.
Yeah, but a zombie
No.
means.
Man, dude, we be talking about poop
But-
a lot.
yeah.
on this
But a zombie
show,
means
bro.
that it comes
Pooping.
back to life.
You can tell that we're all.
That would
we're
be
all dudes.
horrifying.
And we all have, like, I think every one of us have some crazy bowel movements.
Oh, yeah.
I think everybody sitting here has been like, what on earth is
It's not only that, everybody watching this, tell me no one gets it figured out.
No.
You never
No.
figure out how to poop. You never figure
Properly,
pooping out.
yeah.
You never figure out how to do it right. You never
It's
figure out.
always just
It always
a
hits
mess.
you. Everybody
It's
at
a
some
mystery.
Everybody at some point in their life has been out in public like,
Yeah.
you know,
It's gonna go back.
Like here's
I
one,
immediately have to stop everything.
Everything. You're
And
like,
go poop.
hey,
"Ah!"
here's one to ask the audience. Like, hey, have anybody had a ghost turd?
Oh, I have.
Ghost turd?
Text if you have.
Like you poo and it's gone.
Yeah, you took a
It's
giant
not even
crap
there.
and you go and
You
you
ever
stand
had
up
one disappear on
and
you?
there's no turd in the toilet.
You
No.
looked inside the toilet,
Never.
there's no turd.
You never had a ghost turd?
No, I've never had a ghost turd.
Wow. Have you ever had a ghost
I
turd?
didn't know this
Yeah.
was a thing.
Yeah.
I've had multiple ghost turds.
Huh.
And
No,
I'm like,
I've had like I think the craziest one I ever did was, I swear to God, I'm like sitting there, I'm going to town, and next thing I know,
yeah.
and I go to
Yeah.
freaking clip that sucker off,
Yeah.
Yep.
and I'm realizing I'm like, there was no flush or there was no splash, and I'm like, because this thing, whatever I had been eating, this thing was like solid, and so when it had come out, it went straight directly down into the hole, but then it was so big that it was still connected up this way, and I'm just like, I like clipped, and then I like stood up, and I'm like, the thing was still like staring at me from like
You
sticking
know
up.
what's crazy to me?
Ah.
You know what's crazy to me is how strong that muscle is to be able
All
to
right,
clip.
guys, we are done talking about this.
That's a strong sucker right there.
Jesus, man.
Ghost turds, though, they're real.
They are.
It's either the hole just takes them or they're just invisible
Or
or
it's-
it never happened.
Dude,
Or is a figment of your
I'll do one
imagination,
further.
bro.
I'll do one further. I went and poop one time. I looked. There was no poop, and I reached for the toilet paper. Something wiped my butt for me.
Yeah.
It's like,
With a warm rag.
you're just like, you're welcome. You're like,
Hands,
knew there was a ghost.
hands-free Duke.
It was a boo, motherfucker.
It is
And we're done with that
No
combo.
more poop talk.
Oh
Yeah.
God!
freaking turd, man. I don't know why we do that. Like, we do talk about
Because
It
it's
feels like
hilarious.
once per episode.
It's
It
hilarious.
feels like once per episode.
Oh,
at least.
bro, speaking of though, like, remember my lawn, my front lawn? I don't have a dog, okay? My neighbor has 2 dogs.
Yeah.
So guess who finds all kinds of dog poop in their yard while he's
Oh, there was
mowing
one
his
pooping
lawn
in your
today?
yard as I was coming in.
Was there?
Yeah, there was a little one. Like there was a little brown one.
Bro,
and-
I swear to God.
So next, when you leave Eli's, look at his neighbor's house.
Yeah.
Look
There's,
on the siding of his house.
yeah.
Okay.
There's dog poop all over.
All over it.
Because your boy got pissed.
Eli was out there. Eli put a glove on, bro. Out in the yard. I'm
Found,
just
like-
sitting on the porch watching him.
I found like 7 piles of dog poo.
Dude, he is
Picked him up with gloves on and just smacked them all over the side of his
Dude,
house.
just splatting
Yeah, so there's dog turds just like splat.
Hey man,
all over his neighbor's house.
Yeah.
you gonna
You got
play
another pile now.
You gonna play games? You gonna
Yeah.
get poop on the side of your house.
Yeah.
Doggy poop. Now I'm gonna go take it down myself. I'm gonna throw my poop at his house. Nice.
Human. That's a human turd.
That's a Herman. That's a Herman.
That's a human. Yeah, dude.
That ain't dog poop. That is a
big
human.
old human turd on the side of that house.
Well, I looked in the window seal, one of his window seals. There's a dog turd that got stuck in it.
For real.
I swear to
Oh,
God.
that sucks. Because he's probably
be
like
him.
slamming it down. It's like,
But the question you got to ask yourself is like,
hey,
why
what
would
is that?
why would you move into the city and just have 2 pit bulls and just let them run around?
No, he moved in here first, then got the 2
That's what I
people.
mean.
Yeah.
Who would do that?
Dude, an idiot.
You don't
That's
just
who.
let,
Hey, guys
especially
over there like-
in the city.
Yeah.
Everybody's like,
Man, some good crack.
Yeah.
That's all he's doing.
No, okay, like I nothing against like he can get pit bulls and all that, but you just gotta take care
none
of
about
him.
the dog.
Well,
He's got plenty of room on his
they
property.
about
just
this?
have big
Build a
giant
fence.
piles
Yeah.
of
It's not hard.
Look,
Exactly.
Even if you don't have the money to do a fence, right? Get a little screwy daddy and get a chain and hook them up.
Yeah, like
Well,
that neighbor did.
Yeah, she did it.
Yeah.
What's up with this guy? That
Not
guy's
expensive.
Yeah.
And his dog's always like running away. And he's like walking around.
You like that?
Yeah, pretty good.
Hey, what about
Pretty
Snaggletooth we seen in the parking lot?
That was crazy.
Dude.
Oh, that walked in behind me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed.
Dude,
Dude,
she
Kelly
like
was like-
pulled in next to
Dude,
us.
I turned
She
around.
looked like an orc from like World of
She
Warcraft.
was, dude.
Her tooth was like,
Her
I was like,
tooth
dude, she's got
was protruding
From the
She's
bottom.
like, and she'd look at me and Sam's like, Sam goes, you see her looking over at us? I'm like, I'm trying not to look,
Dude,
bro.
I walked in.
She's scared the
I walked
hell
in,
out of
turned around, and looked, and she was looking right at
Was
me
that tooth looking
with
at
that
you?
sucker out, and I was like,
Dude, she freaking take your life. Just the sight of it.
"My
Like, she turned
God."
She's like,
I don't know who this lady is. She's
Get
probably a
back.
nice lady, but she didn't
Go
look
to your
nice.
car.
But she had some snaggle.
Dude, she looked like she dipped, bro. She looked like she had chew in her mouth.
yeah, she did, and up in the tooth too.
And dude,
This is what you call a snaggle.
she got a tooth full, packed full of Copenhagen, is what I would think.
And she was eating an ice cream cone when she pulled up.
Yeah, I'm like,
Like her daughter was in the passenger eating like an ice cream cone. She looked normal. She was like, I'm like,
that
what is
snaggletooth was doing all the work.
happening here? Yeah, she was like scraping it up here. She takes that like right. She's up here like,
Putting it right on.
Gosh,
Sharp
Dick,
sucker.
pissing me off.
it was terrible, bro.
I'd have said
it
something to
wasn't
her.
good at all.
No, it's just like, you never know what's going to pull up next to you. And I'm like, dang, that sucker's just like sticking out and up.
Sam's like, yo, bro, look at her.
And she's
I'm
just
like,
like,
I'm like, oh my.
and she's just staring at us.
She was too. She was just staring at us. And like the thing was, she couldn't close her mouth.
Yeah.
I'm like, holy hell.
Yeah, and she might have a problem, but
Don't look over
yeah, she's
here.
just staring at us. So of course I'm going to
Mind your business.
Point it out. I'm like, look at that.
Keep your eyes off of me.
Yeah, no, she had some gnarly mouth. She looked like a grouper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She looked like a fish, straight
I
up.
swear, dude, sometimes you see people and you're just like, my God, what has your life been?
Yeah.
Like, because you're just
A
like,
lot of lips wrapped around like pipe devices. Like crack, meth,
that's not where I thought he was
No, I
going
didn't
with
think
that
you
at
were
all.
there.
what it is. Like some type of device that to smoke heavy narcotics out of.
Yeah.
Because he looked like she was like hitting the pipe.
He looked like those
Oh,
freaking
for
Google
sure.
eyes from a couple weeks ago.
Google
Yeah.
eyes, Google eyes.
The freaking the crazy meth heads that were like that video you showed us.
She's like, hey, you got me now.
I want you to move me out.
Giant
And the guy
freaking
just started
eyes.
spraying her with the hose.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
bro.
dude.
I like that he
Good
just
stuff. Remember when I sprayed that dude at the freaking car wash?
Yeah, right in the face,
Yeah.
dude.
Did you ever hear that?
Huh? No.
Me and Eli went up to Pittsburgh.
Yep.
He was cleaning his truck. 'Cause I think he went mudding, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So we were like, he was just cleaning out. Jay was over in the next bay, and me and Eli were sitting there. And this guy just pulls up, impatient as hell.
Yeah.
Like trying to move us along and stuff like that. And Eli's like, bro, he's like, you could be like that. He's like, I won't be here all day. And then like
Yeah.
he left real quick, and I'm like, thank God he's out of here. And then he comes back. And he like flies up behind Eli and like parks there, and Eli's like, "Yeah, I can't remember. You said a few choice words."
Yeah. I was just like, you're a real nice guy, aren't you?
Yeah, you're a good dude.
He got
Nice
out.
to meet you.
He got out all like super full of energy,
yeah.
and he walked up. Good a minute. Abe's in the back of the truck.
Well,
just
Eli
looked-
started squaring up. I'm like,
I was
oh,
gonna
here we
punch
go.
him in the face.
I'm like, Eli is going to knock this dude's tooth straight. No, but I was up in the back. I had the thing, and I just sprayed him all in the face. I was like,
Yeah.
he's like, "Ugh." I was like, hey, bro, get in your truck and leave. Like, come on. And he just like walks back in his truck, and he's like standing up on the thing, looking. He closes the door and takes off. I'm like,
Abe sprayed him straight down.
dude, like with one of those like jet sprayers.
Yeah.
Right
the
in
greatest.
It
the
was
face.
either that or him. Eli get him.
Oh, I seen
knock
Eli.
him
I was
out
like, Eli's gonna hit
and
him.
maybe go to jail.
Yeah.
Instantly knew.
So
I was
Abe was like, and it, like,
Yep.
blew his hat
he
off.
diffused the situation.
He dispersed.
Yeah, I think it blew his hat off.
Yeah.
He was like, okay, I'm soaking wet, so I'm just gonna leave.
Yeah.
He did got in his truck because he was probably an older guy. He was tall.
Yeah, he was in his 40s for
Yeah,
sure.
I mean, he wasn't like overweight or anything like that. I mean, he was definitely a bigger dude.
yeah.
But I just seen Eli, like I seen Eli's right hand, and I'm like, oh, dude. I'm like, get in your truck!
And then the thing is,
Go home!
you gotta like
We're
understand.
cleaning!
Because there's so many people that are just like, you don't understand the danger that you're in right now.
No, dude.
Like
He didn't. He was one of those.
And then I'm like,
he just thought he was gonna come up there and just talk and say something to
He thought he
Eli.
was gonna be like, listen here, you know, and I was like, oh, dude, I'm gonna uppercut you.
this is the reason why I feel like all men who get like before you get to adulthood, it should be legally required that you get punched in the face at least one time, just because it's like, because then it keeps your mouth like in check to a certain degree, because you're like,
Just like, bro.
because it makes you think like if you're looking at a guy like Eli, you're like, I don't want to do this today. I might get punched in the mouth. I don't feel like doing that today, so you don't say the dumb
Hey,
crap.
man, you just
And you can definitely tell the people in life that haven't been punched.
Exactly.
That dude
That's
was
my point.
You can, you really can.
Oh my god, so much.
You remember Jason?
People who's been
Oh,
hit are
Jason's
like,
cleaning the bag.
think-
Yeah,
He's like,
you think about it.
what's he doing over here? Get back in your bay and shut up.
And again, there are people like Jay who have been punched many times in the face.
true.
Who still have my phone. Jesus, my phone slipped out of my pocket.
The whole building's coming down. I don't know. What the hell?
Dude, you caught off guard with that.
Dude, I get like when I hit Sam with the chainsaw. I act like I was starting a chainsaw really loud in his ear, but Sam was like this, and it just was like, bing! And Sam was like, he goes, I caught you off guard. He's like, yeah, I was wondering like why my ears went.
He thought there was a
my
real
eardrum-
chainsaw cutting into him.
my eardrum rattled like the chainsaw. It was like, in my head, I like felt the thing bouncing around in there.
Have you,
Like,
okay,
bum, 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 bum,
so
bum.
weird thing. Have you guys seen those? Speaking of chainsaws, have you guys seen those things that some people are using? They've got like the real thick chainsaw blades, but it's got like two handles on either side, and you
have
pull them
seen
like
those,
that. It looked pretty interesting, and the guy like cut through like a pretty sizable thing. Pretty. I'm like, dang. For
What does it do? Like for like smaller trees?
yeah, for like smaller trees,
You
you
like
just
wrap
kind
it
of,
around. It's like,
and then you just
Oh,
it's
I know.
not the
Yeah.
wire though.
yeah.
Not the wire.
No, it's like a
They
it's
actually
like
have
a
a
cheek on it?
chainsaw
Yeah.
blade.
Yeah.
No, I have not
and you
seen
just
that.
I've seen it.
I've seen those.
I've seen the
things that are cool. Like they're battery powered, but they're like clippers, and you like go up to a branch, like. and you're just like,
Bob has something for some conduit.
you like my freaking noises? I go.
I never heard freaking trees getting cut down by chainsaw go.
It's not a chainsaw.
yeah.
the
it's-
clipper, but
it's a
still,
clipper.
I don't think it goes.
I always call it the claw.
I didn't
'cause it's
go-
like
I
I
didn't
got the
go
big
ring,
like
ring.
the
I went-
ones that are the
hand
two
clippers?
hands. Yeah, just.
Yeah.
I'm just like, man, imagine getting your finger stuck in one of those
Oh,
things.
dude. Both of them at the
Just
same time?
gone. And because that's the thing is, you're just like, it just cut a tree limb like nothing. Your finger's not going to be anything.
Yo, bro.
It's crazy when you realize imagine like how strong a person would be if you were made out of like a different material than just
tree?
like,
Like
squish.
bark?
Yeah, like bark or like a like I don't know. Like I always you think of that one superhero Colossus. You know that his literal only superhero was that he was made out of metal.
Yeah,
like
sure.
basically.
Right.
And you're just like because you would just wreck things. Like you would just be like oh yeah like even. I wonder too in that one because they never talk about it, but like. How hard would it be to control that level of like, because stuff is made for like regular humans. Imagine you go to pick this thing up and you're like 50 times the strength of a normal human. You're just like, and just
Break it like oops.
be like, oh, everything. Accidentally just did that to my wife's tip.
Oh, God dang it! I broke my favorite cup. It's the #1 dad on it.
Trying to like unlock your house.
Yeah, and just like the whole thing just bends or breaks off.
Open your
Freaking
door, like,
accidentally
all
squeeze
door
your
comes
wife's
out, like,
titty until it pops out.
Oh!
Like a flat. Check out this one.
He misses the throw! He misses the throw! Oh, are you coming from behind? I think I'm throwing inside. Oh, I missed my shot. Oh, I got the kill. I'm a way better player.
I'm a way better player. That's what I love about Doc dude.
When he goes into his like little locker room, he'll do like that weird like. Dude, he's so funny.
Remember when he walked in, he had his freaking
Totally went.
bombed on that one.
Dude, like,
Yeah.
like he's so funny.
I'll bomb a lot too, though. We all have bombed
oh, yeah.
pretty hard.
It's okay to bomb. If it's
I
funny,
love bombing.
if it's funny, it's funny.
I love it because
pretty
it
much-
makes-
Comedy's comedy.
All I do is produce gold, but you guys bomb a lot.
No. Eli, the first night was freaking. His punchlines were just swinging in the middle.
Punching low. Punching
No,
low.
because remember that's what was happening. He like kept
But we
setting
were
stuff
spiking
up,
it.
and then we were spiking it off of what he would. He'd be
That's
like,
true.
"Hey guys, what about this thing?" And then we were like, "Bam!"
I didn't get no kills. I didn't get no kills, but I was the #1 assist.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
You
a lot
had
of assists.
tons of
Yeah.
assists.
Yeah,
Tons
tons
of
assists. I had probably like 50 kills.
50 kills?
No.
Dang! And there's only
one
50
match.
kills in the game.
I generally get about 3 per night. Like, that's-
Not me. I get freaking tongue twisted all the time. It scares the living bejesus out of me.
No big deal.
Yeah, it's not good
No, it's-
at all.
yeah, but at the
Don't-
same
don't
time,
overthink it, man.
it's one of those things where it's like, okay, like you got to figure people watch stuff on the internet, not always, especially in long form content. Jesus,
We're starting.
long form
We're starting.
content.
Start it off now. We're starting it off.
In long form content, generally
There it
speaking,
is.
it's not constantly like fun. You can't keep that up for forever.
That's
You know what I mean?
No, the humor comes when is when Sam and Abe can't say their words correctly.
Kettle.
I can't usually either. Like, so it's one of those
No,
things.
we were
where
like
just-
trying to say the Globetrotters, and we're like, our
They're from Arlem.
Globetrotters.
Like everybody's like, Arlem, where's that at?
Hard that night. I was like, oh my god. And then like our sister clipped him, of course, and was like, check this out. And just,
Did she clip all those?
yeah, I got him.
They're
Like the one is like it shows me. I'm like I looked. I go yeah, like the Arl
You went back and
Globetrotters.
forth.
I went back. I was just like,
Arlem.
Dude, okay.
like, what is wrong with me? Like my words were sticking to the roof of my mouth.
I'm gonna have to get a hold of Bibbs because I need to see that, like in
I'll
just
send it to
in
you.
the clip
I'll
form.
send it to you.
I need to see it.
I got him.
Dude,
like,
she
dude.
does that and it's fantastic.
Yeah.
that's cool.
She needs to do that and send it like we need to make like put shorts up.
Yeah, because they're
Yeah.
hilarious.
They
Yeah,
are- they're-
because she'll do that.
There was
stuff.
another
It's
one
great.
too. I can't remember.
Wow, that was a good one though, huh?
Yeah,
Abe
they
had a
went.
total brain fog right there.
Why does that happen?
Why do you whistle? You know what? Let's get this out of the way.
Whistling's funny.
No,
for one.
but you whistle inward. You don't whistle outward. No, you.
I can whistle in and out.
I can't.
It's
It's
just
out.
it's irritating how good you can whistle going
In.
in. That was one.
You ever tried like bird calls?
Oh yeah, about that. Like,
Abe, do the hand one. Because remember we was doing that day? I can't do it.
can't do it.
You're full of it.
Yeah, I can do it.
What'd you do?
My hands smell like dirt.
You like 3 natives come down the stairs. You cold?
Like, yo, let's play. I just start laying out some cards. Like, yo, let's play some cards.
We have liquor to drink.
Our ravens are out there pecking on the window like, we're here.
Come on in, boys. We got some dead
If we
carcasses.
get a pet raven, I'm bringing them on the show.
Oh, dude.
Oh,
bye.
for
yeah.
sure.
Bye.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here like this. What up, yo? This is freaking Loki, my rave.
Yo, I'm gonna get one of those name him Raven.
Yeah.
Oh, what up? This is Raven. He'd be a
That's
pro.
so Raven. That's so
You know what you'll have to do
Raven.
if you do that, Sam? I'm just gonna get just a
read
printout
mine?
of the poem, The Raven by
Oh, she
Edgar Allan
wants
Poe.
to-
Just like put that up right behind
Yeah.
you.
Wasn't he a
for when you
serial
got
killer?
that.
Dude, like,
Huh?
they're
Would he
getting
a serial
closer
killer?
and closer.
Edgar Allan Poe?
Yeah.
No, he was an alcoholic.
Nice. I used to be.
Yeah, he was a horrible alcoholic. Yeah.
I was
Well,
the same.
actually, what's weird is he had this weird condition where he actually wouldn't drink that much, and he would get blasted. He would have like 1 or 2 drinks and be destroyed. And that's actually part of the reason that they theorized that it killed him was because he would try to push it, but he could only. Like he couldn't go
Very
very
low
far.
tolerance.
Yeah, it's this weird. He had this weird disease with it where his body wouldn't process alcohol.
I had this
correctly.
weird disease where I could drink all of the alcohol.
If we get that raven, I'm gonna name.
I know what that feeling is like.
You know, if we get that raven, I'm gonna name him Eric Draven.
Why?
Check out this video
No,
right
you're
here.
not. I hate that name.
Check out this video real
The
quick.
Crow, Brandon Lee.
Two owners.
I love these guys.
Accident. This is back. You got a key? I would like one of these. How many miles are on it?
Oh, yeah, that guy's-
First 4 got the cloth
That dude
seats.
kills me.
Me too, Ross. His name's Ross.
A couple more written down questions.
Take a seat here and then just raise your
That's a
arms.
used
These
car
are
salesman.
tubes. They measure the rise and fall of your chest, okay? So this is just going to measure changes in relative blood pressure and pulse rate. The last of these finger plates are going to go on your fingertips. Is there something that you're not telling me about this car? Did you ever sell a car that you know wasn't good?
Yes.
Has this car been in more than 5 crashes?
No, sir.
Would you buy this car at this price?
Yes.
Would you take 500 less than we agreed on for this car?
Unfortunately, I can't see this one.
Yeah, it's fine. He was confident that you were lying about the odometer and the number of crashes I was having. He said that the test said that you were lying.
He's straight polygraphing this guy.
You know what the
Dude,
funny
he
thing is?
literally polygraphed that.
car
used
salesman.
Polygraphs
What
don't
did I
work.
just say?
He didn't say nothing. Probably got the two guitar salesman. Yeah, you did.
I'm just like, you darn though. I'm gonna be like sloth on you, dude. Like, oh, you go. I'm gonna have just a crept on the baby Ruth. Or
baby.
baby Ruth. What the hell is wrong?
He probably got the guitar for this.
Wow! It went out and didn't make no sense. They're out there, it's firing on all cylinders here, but then it gets like this. I'm like,
It like goes to a peak and just like.
It
fires
gets like
all-
this, and they start firing all
Yeah.
at the same time.
Everything's like, pow! He was like trying to say like 10 words at once.
yeah, what?
See, I have that happen
Dude, I'm
sometimes. Where
drooling.
I'll
I do
try.
too.
I'll have like
Twice.
I did
3
it a lot.
points I'm trying making at once,
Yep,
and
I
I'm
do
just like,
too.
and it'll all converge into nonsense.
Yeah, you're just like, blah, blah,
You
blah.
know what it is? I think we, like, for the majority of this family just loves to talk.
Yeah.
And we're just like, we have a lot to say, and we're trying to say it super fast, super quick. And we're like, just like, just everything
That's
comes out at
like,
once.
hopefully it like, it's a home run.
Yeah.
All the times it like,
I wasn't trying to hit a home run. I was just having a normal conversation with Eli, and I'm like, okay, yeah, bye,
get a base hit.
what the hell?
He's gonna use cartel, man.
That's what it was. I lost it back in there.
Trying to get a base hit.
Oh,
Jesus,
man.
And then they
hold
get
my
it
hand.
first.
Bro, the noises that come off out you are incredible.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh,
I
yeah,
got a tear right
yeah.
Got
You
some
know what's
tears
weird?
popping out my freaking face.
Polygraph tests actually don't work.
They don't.
That's why they stopped using them in law enforcement, because what ends up happening is what they actually measure is heart rate, like standing heart rate, and like there's a couple of like your oxygen levels, like a couple of different things. But what happens is especially if you're getting pulled in by the police and you get stuck in this tiny room to go on,
nervous.
you're gonna get nervous.
Oh, yeah.
You're gonna get weirdly anxious. So of course the thing's gonna go up and down and all over the place.
I'm like that at the doctor's.
Yeah, that's why they.
Hey, sir, come on in, put this on. I'm like, what does it do? Just registering your heart rate. I'm like, okay. They're like, sir, are you okay? And I'm like, they're like, your heart rate is through the roof. I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I'm like,
Like, my family doesn't go to the doctors.
we don't do this.
He's like, well, sir, your teeth are all falling out. I'm like, yeah, and they're gonna continue to do that
Yes, sir.
until they're all out of
You
my
get
head.
past the age of 16.
Then I'm gonna give me some dentures.
Like, hey, go,
I'm like, for a minute, but,
like, go to the dentist.
What's
Your
one-
teeth are falling out. I got too many of them bitches anyway.
right, exactly.
They're all
I
pain
could,
in the ass.
do without a couple.
I'll just like, bing, bong, bing, 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 bing.
Like
I'm
take
like,
this one out and make them straight.
hey.
Could you imagine me walking out with like a nice, clean smile? People will be like, what happened to you?
That'd be glowing.
You just all of a sudden, like, we haven't seen somebody in so long, I'm not going to name their name, and all of a sudden they got some pearly whites. You're like, whoa, whoa, whoa!
What's going on?
And they talk like this. Every time they talk, they'll say yes. It's like, hey guys, so yeah, I was going through the.
And your hair's like this.
Yeah.
Those flat.
Like, wow, them are brand spanking new, right?
Them are white as can be.
They get them new ones, dude. They're whistling Dixie. All
That's going to be me
for a
one
few
day out
months.
here. I'm going to come in like, what's up, every...
He'd say, remember that one guy that fixed
Oh
his
yeah,
tires?
he was cool, dude.
He was cool, dude.
I like
All
him, but
good.
he just got new ones, dude. He kept talking to me and Eli, fixing his tire, and he's like, "Yeah, guys." So just like over and over, dude. He kept doing it.
I'm getting lightheaded. My whole body went like...
It wasn't like once in a while, like, or like comes so like, I work here.
Dude was singing,
I'm just like, that is-
dude was singing a song to us.
Oh yeah, he was singing a song to us, and we're like, staying in keep. Oh yeah,
Oh my god.
his teeth.
you got hit on that one this time.
Because he knows exactly what I'm talking
Because
about.
it was like I was like in the middle of work, and I was
yeah.
like, "What the fuck was that?"
It's like whistling, bro, behind us. Like we're sitting there like semi trucks. It's like we're like, and I realized like this dude just got some new teeth.
Stop.
He got some new teeth, man. When people get them new teeth, they whistle like that.
Oh my
Oh
god!
god, that
Threw
was.
up a little bit. Whew. Let's check out this video right here.
We always have at least one of those per episode.
Is that Ross?
Take a break and
Yeah.
have a little fun.
It says Jesus walks on water.
That's good.
It was good.
What the heck did they put in there?
That looked like a
Jesus chumps on water. My bad.
looked like a herded.
Oh my
Good
god.
God.
Yeah, they probably. I would imagine they probably put some sort of clear like
Yeah.
thing underneath of it.
That's the hard though, because he was just like,
Yeah, because he
like hit
smacked
cement.
into it hard. Yeah.
Yeah, that guy was cool though, but he whistled Dixie.
Was he cool?
He was. He was actually an alright guy, but he got them new teeth,
Oh god.
and he just kept like whistling songs to us for. We was there for like 4 hours.
Oh, dude. Okay, Abe. Speaking of people with weird voices, you remember Chili Lady?
Oh,
From Indiana?
God almighty.
Chili lady.
Oh, dude. She kept she was a 60-something-year-old lady who kept inviting us 20-something-year-old dudes at the time over to her house for chili, like after church, like every night. No, dude. I was just like,
She was
screw
like,
that.
she kept asking us what we had for dinner, and we're like, oh, we did like a fish fry or whatever. And she's like, oh, I love me some fish. And she'd always go. I'm like, looking over at Bean, I'm like, what the hell is going on? She looked at me and I was like, well, he left me. We were talking, and I'm like, yeah, I'm trying to be nice.
I would have too.
I'm trying to be nice. Well, him and Uncle Brad and Joel went up there to play music and stuff. And I'm like trying to be nice and talk, and I'm like, yeah. I drove them up there. And then she went in and started talking about, she's like, I had some sweet chili. And she was like, and Bino was like, yep. And he just turned around and walked away. And I'm like, what the
That's
heck?
why I love you, dog. I'm like that too.
He was just like, I have none, no tolerance.
Yeah, none.
Bye. This lady is licking, her lips were like this big. And he kind of had this weird shape to it. She's like,
Oh,
I'm like, and she's like,
And it made a sound because it was there's something sticky in her saliva.
probably,
and like
she said sweet chili.
yeah, and she was
Probably
like,
whenever she put it in the chili.
because if you remember,
Oh,
it wouldn't
like
just
that.
go smoothly like how your tongue is. It would get partially stuck at different times and then move again, and you're just like,
I don't
what is
like-
happening?
I don't
here?
like that.
Dude, Indiana, it's a place, especially southern Indiana.
It's a place.
I can remember because we went down there and my dad's preaching this revival and everything like that, and dude, we abandoned him the one night because we're just like, there's too many weird people in this house. We just went out to this little camper, me, Abe, and Joel. We're just like, nope, I'm done.
We're like, locked the door. I'm like, these people are insane. Freaking Joel freaking blew us out in there though. Remember that?
oh, dude, he was
was
yeah.
like, But no, it was odd though. Very,
Yeah,
very,
a lady licking her
very
lips in front of
weird
you. That's
situation.
I always say the weird people that,
Remember
that
the
I would end up
oiling up
knowing.
the base?
Oh, okay, so
He would come back
Sam,
and his hand would be dripping with like freaking olive oil.
I swear to God. So this guy, he would, and this is how dumb he was. So he would do this thing where he was anointing his base.
Oh.
He would take olive oil
Get out
and
olive oil.
slide it all up the neck and down the neck, all the strings, all the everything.
Dude, how do you
Like
play that?
I don't know, just from because swapping the cord, because I went to go play with my dad and he handed me the cord, and just from that my hand was fucking wet with the goddamn and I'm just like, are you kidding me? I'm like, you can't be. This is ridiculous. Like and I'm just like
Yeah, he had to
slathered in
play.
oil, and I'm like, and I just plugged it
By
in.
the time Bino was done, Bino come back.
Bino's
Bino
like,
was
whoa,
this.
this is slippery.
I'm like, what is happening? So I look over and I'm like, okay. So I went over and I'm like, I had to look at his base just to I'm like, what are you doing with it?
And
Like,
yeah.
and I'm like, is it? Because I'm like, that thing's gonna warp and snap, and it was a nice base too. It was, I think it was like
nice
some sort
base
of-
owned by a dumb person.
I know, and I'm just like, you have too much money for not enough sense. That's
Yeah,
what
yeah.
it is. I'm like,
It was.
Yeah, I've
it
heard
was
of that.
pretty
Like
stout.
growing up in church, you know,
Yeah.
like people putting oil and stuff on their instruments.
Oh, yeah, he did.
But like,
Stupidity.
not like that.
No,
He'd, like, hold
I
it up and,
swear
like,
to
put it
God,
down there
the
and, like,
thing
just
was
rub it
his
all
base
over.
was dripping with
Yeah.
oil, dripping.
Oh, man.
This
I'd
thing,
have
God.
Like fling it out on.
I'd have been
your
like,
butt,
hey, really? That's
I
disgusting.
swear to God,
Bring it
it
on.
looked like a fat chick had an
Stop
orgy.
this
It was just
now.
dripping with liquids.
It looked like
Man.
what?
A fat chick had an orgy.
Like, stop it now.
no
It
oil.
was something else.
That is strange.
It's weird.
They threw down on some
I've
fish,
never
though.
seen
They
it.
did that
like,
one guy.
talked about.
What's his name? Sonny. That one dude.
I
he
didn't
was-
hear that. They know how to have.
That was
fun.
he was
a
a
missing finger guy.
yeah,
Yep.
and but like he was
Oh, he
a-
stretched and his fingers were like this, and he's
Nice.
like, "Y'all like bass?
and he was
I'm like,
clearly a
yeah.
like a fishing
He's like,
dude,
We got some bass and we got some catfish."
and he cooked it up.
Dude, and it was
Are all right in.
Kyle. Yeah, he was a cool dude though.
Yeah, he just brought over like I swear to God, like 5-gallon buckets filled with fish,
He
and
was
then
a
filleted it,
crackhead
and then did
back
all
in
this.
his back in his day.
Yeah,
for
he was
sure.
definitely there was something on with his head, and he
But the
like
Lord touched him.
Yeah.
And he started freaking making bass for freaking churches. I'm
Yeah.
like, frick, yeah, bro.
I'm a fan. I feel like more people would go to church if they just had like random assortments of fish there, like already fried and good to go.
Especially if it's good too, because
Yeah,
I've had
exactly.
somewhere it's like
Well, that's what I'm
too,
saying.
like,
Normal fish that he cooked,
oily or-
I wouldn't have normally ate it.
No.
Like bass, because I hear bass
Because
are not.
remember,
good
I
food.
told you because I was the first one to eat it because I was just
me,
like,
Joel and Brad were like, no, you and your dad both
Yeah.
were just like, oh, fish, boom, 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 boom. And me and Joel were like,
they're like, I don't know, and I'm like,
I hear
dude,
bass is not
you
good.
guys have to try it, and
And
it's
then
normally not.
catfish too.
Yeah, and neither one of them are normal. I mean, especially bottom feeder. Well, actually, that's not true because halibut is delicious and it's a bottom feeder. So I don't know. Maybe
Dude, they threw
the
down.
way they did it was amazing.
See, like I've heard that too about bass. Like it's not good eating fish, but I've heard from people that it is.
I like it.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's probably if you cook it right.
Right.
Right. Like
Like,
anything.
that's like with catfish. Like
Right.
I like catfish deep fried,
People,
but I don't.
yeah.
I don't really.
Remember when I tried to cook some yellowfin tuna?
Yes.
That was disgusting. I didn't cook it right.
But people say that about like they'll say that about like
I tried to
venison
cook it
and
out on the
stuff.
fire.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I was
And
venison
cousin
same
Matt was like,
No, Matt got it. Matt was like, you were like 3 shades of the wind.
Yeah,
by
that's
the
true,
way.
that's true.
And you were like rolling up. And you're like, yeah, dude, like, we're just eating this, but we are not in good place.
no.
And Matt was like, he just went. He goes, that is disgusting. And he was like, yeah, it's not really that good. It's like that has nothing, no flavors.
Yeah.
But,
No, we
you know.
cooked the flavor out of that because it was just sitting over on that rock by the fire
Yeah.
all day.
All day long.
Rock by a fire.
And like Eli opens it up, and I'm like, "Oh, we get some fish today." It was awful.
It wasn't even fish at that point.
No, it was like
favorite's
a
white
puddle
fish,
of
like-
bubbling freaking.
It was
Like bluegill
it
or
was just like some super
trout.
like
Yeah,
leathery
like whitefish.
tasting. That was horrible.
Jesus, man.
Yeah, I've overcooked some stuff in my time. I remember cooked a steak this one time,
Oh,
and
yeah.
it was one of those things where it was like I
Overcooking
ruined
steaks.
I
pisses
ruined
me
it,
off,
dude. And it was one of those things because it was a relatively nice steak, and I'm just like, I can remember like I got distracted like with something else, and then I came back, and I'm like, I hate everything now. Like I just want to
Yeah.
burn
Like you're-
all of it
You
down.
just want to go home and start punching holes.
Yeah, because I'm just like, because it's a steak.
F it all.
Like I
And my
ruined the
wife's
steak.
like,
God dang it.
Abe, calm down, Abe. Calm down. And I'm like, just slamming holes and grabbing TVs and freaking. She's like, and then I'm done, and I'm like,
To be fair, when you were younger, you would just do that stuff at the drop of a hat.
oh yeah, I'd
Like,
be sitting there playing a game and like something would happen. I'm like, brand new TV. I'm like,
Dude,
frick,
I remember the one
You
night
and
'cause
me.
when we came into the Ipsy house and like
Oh.
and there was this like I came into your house like and like I
saw
walk
all
in.
that stuff.
You remember when you destroyed it was not just the computer but it was the whole. You had like a desk there.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And like and I
ripped
like
it out of the wall.
and I come like walking in and I'm just like because I was staying the night over there and I'm like, what happened? Because Abe just went to bed. He was just like destroyed it all and then was just like screw this day I'm done and just went to bed and I like walk in and there's just shattered pieces of stuff everywhere. I'm like.
There used to be stuff like that
Okay.
at our house like that
Yeah.
all the time.
People like, man, he's like, yo, dude, you want to like get into some, some competitive shooters? I'm like, no, never.
Like, I
Never
will
will
kill
that happen
someone.
again.
Yeah, I will show up at someone's house and murk them.
Yeah. Even competitive
Merkin.
Can't do it.
Yeah.
So I'm just like,
That's his number
let's
one.
get on there. And I'm like, nowadays I'm like, Farm Simulator. I'm like, let's plow some fields, baby. I'm over like, just plowing some fields, growing some freaking sheep, breeding them, and selling them.
Some Diablo 4.
Yeah, definitely Diablo 4 when that comes out.
We got we pre-ordered that, so we
4
get
day
4
early.
day.
Nice. When is it coming out?
The 6th of next.
6, but
6th
if you
of June.
pre-order it, you get 4 days early.
Yeah, I ain't doing all that.
Yeah, it's
I never do with. I don't think I've pre-ordered a video game.
I'll do you
since,
one
like-
better. I'm not even gonna play it.
Yeah.
So I'll do you even one better. I straight up pre-ordered it 4 days early, and I took like 9 days off of work.
Dang, you knew.
Oh, I knew it, and I built up like a couple grand in the bank.
See, I don't really
Like,
pre-order.
yeah, I'll be
Okay.
okay.
Last time I pre-ordered was Halo 2.
Because that's the thing about being a business owner. You're like, I can do that.
No, for sure.
Bing, bang, bonk. Diabs, and I'm gonna be on all day, every day.
All 9 days.
I'm gonna
Yes.
get on.
I'm like this,
I'm gonna
like-
get on day one, and then
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna.
walk in, my eyes are gonna be through my head like this. I'm like, hey, how are you still playing? I'm like, just running into the wall. I'm like,
You just start
I
talking
guess
like.
like,
50.
hey, was she pre-ordered?
You just start talking like
No,
John.
did
I
you-
told her, I was like, you were playing with me. That's what I said. No, but she loves
See,
it.
my
You
old
just
lady's
start talking
playing
like
with me.
Jabba the Hutt.
Yeah.
Someone come in, sneak more,
Like-
sneak more, knack, knack.
Double heat up, double wobble. No, dude, we should do a freaking
Double
a guild.
wobble.
That'd be
And,
sweet.
Yeah, because you can have multiple people in
Nice.
the guild. And
I like because
All
like
the goodies.
because I fully because I know how Abe is with video games is like I fully expect to like the first day I get on I'm gonna see him he's gonna be like all right he's gonna be like level 50 something or
and
whatever
like 2 days
and
later, I'm gonna be max.
and yeah and I'm just be like okay how is that humanly possible like I don't
Because I've
understand
taken 9 days off of work. I'm like, hey, babe, block these days off. She's like, oh, okay, Wiley. She's thinking I'm gonna be like, hey, let's go to like a hotel. No,
No.
Diablo.
yeah
She's like, really? I'm like, yeah. Do you want to play some Diablo? She's like, frick yeah. I'm like,
Yeah.
9 days
She's
off.
she's our mage.
Yeah, she's the sorcerer.
Nice.
I would
She
call
stayed
it.
me.
because what do you probably generally play the barbarian
Yeah,
right
barbarian.
and then what do you usually play Crusader
I am I don't know yet. I don't know what I'm gonna play.
because what did you play in Diablo 3
Monk.
oh really I 100,000% would have thought Abe was playing the Crusader like
That it?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, boys. Good. Another hour in the books.
good stuff
Got an
everybody.
hour in the bank,
We got
hour in
some
the bank.
laughers on that one.
We will see you next time.